What's up everyone, Frangrams here, and today I feel like talking a bit about the franchise that just keeps on giving, Pikmin. As many Pikmin fans know, we just barely passed Pikmin 4's 1 year anniversary, so happy birthday Pikmin 4. And I just feel like talking a bit about my thoughts on the game's impact on the franchise's future as a whole. So when it comes to the game's impact, at face value, we can see that Pikmin 4 sold around 3.5 million copies worldwide, with many of those sales being from Japan, which is something I'll touch on in a bit. Compared to other big Nintendo franchises, sure, Pikmin didn't sell tens of millions of copies, but no one was expecting that. Not even Nintendo was expecting that. And speaking of Nintendo, I remember reading somewhere on some random article online, I don't remember where, that Nintendo believed Pikmin 4 had good sales. And I think so too, especially when you see some of the games it outsold so far. Pikmin 4 sold more copies than Paper Mario the Origami King, Yoshi's Crafted World, Metroid Dread, and Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Let me get into this because Pikmin 4 selling more than these games gives me hope that the Pikmin franchise isn't going anywhere. I mean, it sold more than the newest entry in the Paper Mario series. Sure, say what you will about the quality of Origami King, I've heard people say it's just fine, but regardless, the fact that we're in a world where a new Pikmin game sold more than the Mario game, albeit a Paper Mario one, is crazy to me. I always just assumed that the general public bought anything with Mario slapped on it in droves, but I guess the Pikmin won this round. It also sold more than Yoshi's Crafted World, which is once again pretty cool because I always just assumed that we were always going to get a new 2D Yoshi game, like that was just a given. And that is what Nintendo was doing with that franchise, but look at that, maybe they should take that strategy with Pikmin since it seems to sell more than Yoshi. And it also sold more than the newest 2D Metroid game. I believe Nintendo sees Metroid as one of their biggest IPs, and the fact that Pikmin 4 sold more than the newest 2D Metroid might send a message to Nintendo that we want this franchise to keep going. And sure, maybe Metroid isn't a huge IP in terms of the sales it produces, but there's a lot of Metroid fans out there, like Samus is so recognizable. And look, I'm not comparing the sales between all these games to bash on any game, by the way. I just struggle to believe that Pikmin 4 will be the last entry in the series, especially since it looks like the franchise is finally getting some traction. And back to what I mentioned about Pikmin 4's performance in Japan, while I do wish the US loved Pikmin as much as everyone in Japan, it's still nice that Nintendo has a franchise on their hands that will always be a surefire hit in Japan. I mean, have you seen the way they market Pikmin over there? So yeah, that's enough of the financial side of things. I want to talk a bit about the social impact of Pikmin 4. While the hype has died down significantly since the game's release, that doesn't mean there isn't any audience just chomping at the bit waiting for anything Pikmin related. It's because of this that we've seen more people on the interwebs making Pikmin content, whether it be videos on YouTube or art on Twitter, so the fanbase is still there quietly rumbling beneath the surface. While Pikmin 4 maybe wasn't the major step towards Pikmin's global domination, it sure was a significant step in the right direction in my opinion. Oh, and also, a big thing I want to touch on here is, so when are we getting the next Pikmin game? Could it happen in the Switch 2's life cycle? Or would we have to wait another console generation after that? And to that I say, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to see it on the Switch 2. Because look, for the Switch 2 we're obviously going to get some heavy hitters, a new 3D Mario that we're overdue for, a new Animal Crossing maybe, definitely Mario Kart 9 because we're overdue for that as well. But Nintendo only has so many big franchises, like big $30 million copy selling franchises. They have to fill in the gaps between those releases with something, right? They can't just release Mario and Zelda games, and we all know that. So what do you fill the gaps in? With Pikmin. With Rock Pikmin. I mean, what else is there? They already consider Pikmin to be one of their tentpole IPs, or flagship IPs, I don't know what the word is, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm holding out hope for Pikmin 5 on the Switch 2. We were on a nice streak of Pikmin 3 on the Wii U. Pikmin 4 on the Switch, why not keep it going? Keep the pattern going, Nintendo. No one's going to complain. So yeah, those are my quick thoughts on Pikmin 4, its impact, and maybe the future of it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I have some more Pikmin video ideas in the pipeline, so I guess be excited for that. See you all later.